Hello everyone, it's Mish here and welcome to my channel. If you're new, thank you for stopping by, and if you are one of my returning crafty friends and kindred spirits, welcome for another little hangout session. Today is going to be another week in the Margarete Miller Collage Challenge. If you are unfamiliar with the Collage Challenge, it is a set of weekly prompts for the year that Margarete Miller puts together, and you can get that on her Etsy shop of Mellow Miller. And the assignment is that you just read through the prompts. There's 5 prompts plus a bonus. You can swap them out or use them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus a bonus. Yeah. You just choose however you want your format to be, whether it's a book, a page, and then you will choose scrap paper or pattern paper. You can use it as a background or to embellish. And then once you get all your prompts down, you can then use any kind of stickers, stamping, whatever you want to do to embellish that page. So I've already started and got down some of my background. The prompts today are a building or architectural feature, piece of a magazine or newspaper headline, a piece of graph paper or lined paper, something that you're hoarding, a playing card, and something red. I had a number of things that I pulled out. So some of the things that I pulled out and dismissed, I had this little architectural, I'm saying it is the top of a lighthouse, but it could also be a gazebo. So I'm not really sure what the print's for, but so there was that. There was this lovely gated entry, looks like to a garden. Then I thought about this greenhouse. The things with red is I pulled this out not because it was red, but I kind of thought maybe I would do maybe a little bit of a banner and just cut out some bits, but I didn't really, that wasn't jiving. Then I had this, which does have a bit of red too, which I thought maybe could be an accent. It's just some roses. And then this is a little bit of one of those little vellum books, and it has some red berries, but I kind of put those aside. The other thing that I put aside that I really like, and I'm not quite sure, is this little butterfly has red, and I thought about cutting this tag strip and maybe using a piece of that, but again, I don't think I will. So the first thing that I want to get down in the background is, I'm thinking that it will be this. So this is what I ended up using, a wooden gate. It could either be in a wall, but it has that architectural feature, which would be the archway as well as the gate. Or maybe it's just into a secret garden, which is what I'm kind of thinking myself, is that it's a bit of a secret garden. And I'm just going to take some of this red paper just to make a little accent on the side. I'm just using some Elmer's glue all. Oops, wrong side. This side. So for now, I just want to kind of tack this on here to give a little bit of a peek through accent of red. Okay, and I'm thinking that, isn't that just gorgeous? That's from, I think it's Rach and Bella DigiKit last year Garden Story. They did do a collaboration with Angela Kerr, so I'm not sure if that's an Angela Kerr, but I think it's Rach and Bella. It looks like theirs, but I could be wrong. The playing card that I'm going to use is one that I had in my Alice in Wonderland deck of cards, and 3 is my favorite and lucky number. I'm not quite sure if I want to put, I think I want to put the 3 down just because. But I'm going to scratch, this is really glossy, so I'm going to just scratch this up a bit because I feel that when you scratch it up a bit, it glues better. And seeing this is going to be the back of the card, then I think that's fine. The other thing you can do if you don't like the glossiness is you can scratch it up a bit. So you can see there, it's just subtle but it just takes the gloss off a little bit. The other thing that you can do is you can use some, oops, I thought I had it here, but I don't. You can go over it with some matte medium, not gloss medium, but matte medium, and oftentimes it will just take the shine off a bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna get this glued. So I just want a hint of that red. Again, just pop it out the top there. I love to do layering in my collages. If you're not new here, you know that. So I'm kind of thinking something like that. And then my something else red are these poppies. And I'm thinking that I will, in this top corner, just get this little accent of red popping out of there. Okay, so I got those pieces kind of sorted. Now, before I put that down, I want to do a little bit of stamping. Before I put these down, I don't do a lot of distressing in my work, in my collages, or any, my main work. But oftentimes, subtly, I think it's good for me personally, just to show, I guess, to outline things. So that's what I've done. I've just taken a little bit of my vintage photo, and I just went around the graph paper. I went around my pattern paper. I did, you can hardly tell at all, go around the card as well as this little image. So I did do a bit of distressing. But what I want to do now is I just want to do a little bit of stamping around the edge. And I was kind of not practicing, but I was looking at this here would be, this color here, I don't know if it shows up, is the frayed burlap. And that's a bit like a brown, but it's more, it's hard to describe the shades between this brown and this brown, but there is. And then there's the black. And I was just trying to figure out, did I want to go with the browns because that's sort of the tone, or did I want to go with black to make that more of a contrast? And I kind of like the brown, but maybe we'll do a mix. I always have a little Stampin' Off thing, and I think for the first one I'll just do the frayed burlap. I just want to get just a little bit of an edge there, and I don't care if it's perfect or not. And then I'm just going to do the same thing kind of down in this corner. Okay, and then I just, in my desk here, I have one of those old school desks that the top kind of flaps off, which you can sometimes see the hinge in some of my videos, but it was Bobby's and we traded out for some furniture that I'd given him, and I just love this as a craft desk. So, okay, let's set that one aside, and then I think we'll finish with that one. I do want to get some text. Maybe we'll do this one in the archival. And I do like to, I'm only going to do a little bit at the top. I do like to stamp off, and I'll do a little bit more there. I'm not sure how much this is actually going to show. It's going to show down here where I put my thing that I hoard. And then kind of down here it'll show. Okay. And then I have, from an old Stampin' Up stamp set, got some graph paper, which is relevant to this one, to this collage. I'm going to try the vintage photo and see. Yeah, this one's a bit more red as the vintage photo as opposed to the frayed burlap. Okay, so that's going to probably cover. So I'm going to do up top there. So I think this is going to be seen up top. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, and then it's going to go something like this, and then I'm going to have that there. So I've already got that. Maybe just a... Okay, and then I just want to do a few more words. No, I think I'll do these dots. So the dots I think we'll do in black. Like so. Okay, I think I'm good with the stamping now. But if we want to do more after we get our bits down, then we can. Okay, so these stamps I use now for multimedia, so my other stamps I tend to take really good care of. Okay, so let's think about this. I've got some images that are going to go down here, and that's going to be the things that I hoard. And then I'm thinking that I want the cards down first, and then this overlapping here. All right, so I'm just going to use some tape runner, trying to keep that in frame. My camera's not in my normal focus that I do, because I've been doing the Anna Green Gables album, which is quite big. I've moved my camera up, so for this video I've actually zoomed in a bit, and so it's not really on my work surface. Okay, so that's going to go there, and then that's going to kind of go like that. I'm thinking this card is going to go there now because it's stuck. Okay, I also made a little, I like to keep my prompt in my background, so I've made a little space at the top here to put my prompts in, right there. Okay, but for now we'll take that out. And then these two, I'm thinking I'd like to have that about like that like that, and that gives me room over there. Okay. It's a gorgeous day here in Halifax. So today's Saturday. This is coming out tomorrow. And the sun is shining. It's probably 5 degrees out, which is lovely for this time of year. It's almost like summer. I don't even have to really put a jacket on to go out to the store. And I'm not sure what 5 degrees is in Fahrenheit. So this little piece of paper, I got along quite a while ago. And I'm talking years, I think I actually got it at a yard sale or something. But they were little bits of paper that were already cut out into like squares and have an adhesive on them already. So I thought that was pretty cool. All right, so I'm kind of thinking that I'll put that about there. So I might put something in between there. Or should I do that up and then I could have a little something there? Decisions. Actually, I need to put some more on there. Because if I put this up closer towards the top, then I could put, if I wanted to, like washi tape there. If I put it closer to the bottom, then that gives me room to put something up there, like maybe a butterfly or something. So I think I will put it right about there. Okay. So this is my basic. I still got a little bit more white there than what I wanted, but anyway. And then the thing that I'm hoarding is I bought these rub-ons. I bought a couple sets of rub-ons. Uh-oh. This might be a disaster. And I took them off oh, what a sin. Because that's the thing that I wanted to use right there, was that bird's nest to go there. I had taken them off to audition them. And instead of putting them back on the little wax paper thing, I put them on here. And I don't think I can get that off. Well, that'll be a lesson to you guys too. Oh, shame. Because I thought that bird's nest would have been just perfect there. What I could do is we all need to be inventive at times, don't we? Oops. What in the world? We could. Yeah, so I'm going to take that and I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to cut out what's there, what I have, like so. And I'm just going to use it like this. And then I will put the rub-on top of it and rub off. See, that's what happens sometimes when you hoard things. What's the point of hoarding them? You might as well use them. But I've been saving this for quite a while. Okay, so there's part of my nest, which was going to go there. And then I see the eggs and the other part of the nest are there. So this is plastic. And I'm wondering not sure if Elmer's glue will glue plastic. Never really tried. But I know what will tack it down, and that's this. So I'm just going to get some tape runner on there. Okay, and I'm going to put that about there. Okay, so then I'm going to cut out the rest of this. Sorry if my head gets in the way. I cut out the rest of this nest. And I was going to put that little bird there too, but I'm not sure if I can salvage him. And then I'm just going to, I'm going to line that up as best I can. Like so. First of all, I'm going to do the egg side. Lift that up. Okay, so then I'm just going to take my bone folder and do those bits. Okay, well that's not so bad. And then I'm going to do the edge of the nest there with the rest of that. Okay, well that's not so bad. I got the nest anyway. Not too much. It's a little bit crooked, but... And then, let's see about this bird. So there's the bird that I wanted. And I don't even see the middle of them, but there's a dragonfly there, so I'll use that one. And that's my garbage. Okay, so instead of that big bird, I'll just use this little guy here. And we'll just cut him out. I remember using, back in the late 80s, 90s, when I was scrapbooking, I used a lot of rub-ons. It seemed to be really popular then. And then, did it go out of fashion, or did I just not know about them? I'm not sure. But now they're back, especially through Stamperia. Stamperia does a lot of rub-ons, like through Vicky P and just general Stamperia. And that's what these were. Just threw the thing in the garbage. But it was one of the Stamperia nature collection, I think. Oh, there. That's cute. Okay, so I got my little bird. And I have this little leaf. So let's just get this leaf maybe off this branch here. Okay, so we got a little leaf. And then I was also drawn to the strawberries. So I'm going to cut this off because I don't want to waste it. And I'm going to put this down. There's a little dragonfly there too. That's for you, dragonfly. Like here. All right. So I'm finished my whole 30 this weekend. And I've done really well. My frustration was that I weighed myself. So I've been weighing, when I'm kind of trying to be good and shift some weight, I weigh myself. Will that look all right? I think it will. I try to, when I'm trying to lose weight or whatever, I weigh on Fridays. If I'm not kind of in a thingy, I don't weigh at all. Like, I'm not a person to be getting on the scales all the time. So I've been getting on the scales on Friday. My Whole30 started February the 1st, which was a Saturday. So I got on the scale the Friday before. And then so last Friday, when I weighed, I was down 13 pounds. And so what I then did is I have a Weight Watchers app on my phone. So the Whole30 is basically, I like that too, is basically just cutting out dairy and any kind of grain. So oats, rice, wheats, quinoa, like any kind of grain at all, any dairy, of course sugars and artificial additives and stuff. So it's basically you're eating whole food, like vegetables, fruits, and protein. So, however, it's not like a calorie count or nothing like that. It's just an elimination diet where your health is your focus. So I'd lost the 13 pounds, and then I thought, okay, I'm going to start now tracking in my Weight Watchers app just to make sure that I'm not eating really things high in fat and stuff like that. So that's what I did. So I've been staying really good on that score. And I weighed myself this morning and I gained 6 pounds. Like, how can that be when I've been perfect? So I weighed myself yesterday, today's Saturday. I was very discouraged, almost to the point that I was like, okay, I'm just going to go to Dairy Queen and have a sundae or something, because my one weakness is Dairy Queen. So I got a grip on myself and said no, because this is your health we're talking about. You know, it's not like a fad. So I restrained myself, but I stepped on the scale again this morning thinking maybe it was just like some kind of a fluke. And no, it's true. So I'm just thinking that maybe I lost a lot of fluid to start with, because that's kind of cute, do you think? I don't know. But anyways, I'm finished the Whole30 tomorrow, and I'm going to stay on the Weight Watchers app. I'm still going to track my points, my food. And if you don't know what the Weight Watchers app means, it's just through Weight Watchers, all food has points, and you have so many points a day. Now, for people who don't, track, or that's just too much, then I understand that. But I'm kind of a tracker person, as you know, if you kind of saw my February bullet journal thing. But so I'm happy to do that, but I'm going to stay on the Whole30. The only addition that I think I'm going to make is I'm going to put back in a bit of dairy. Dairy never really upset my stomach in the past. I've never really had an issue with dairy. And it's the one thing that I am missing in my day is some dairy. So I'm going to put that back in. I think I'm going to do so I don't know, what are your thoughts? Do you think that about like being up on the scale, like, isn't that crazy? It's so discouraging. Once I hit menopause, I just think that it's going to take, I don't know what, a week in some sort of camp where you live on bread and water to shift any weight. All right, so I'm just deliberating here. I'm either looking at, I want to put some of this here, and I'm kind of thinking, now that I've ruined half of them, that's weird. I thought Chester was over on the end of the craft table because there was this noise, but he's not there. All right, what about this? This can just, I think I'll do this one. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes until you get it cut out. and put down. But I'm leaning towards this one. These are so sticky on the back. So I'm kind of leaning towards that, including the berry. Like as in the berry has fallen off. I think that'll be good. So let's just get this down and see. And then see our stamping. I think I might do a little bit more stamping there. Actually I don't think I will. I also have these last year in PEI at the Toy Factory, which is a toy store on the island. Norma, you know that well. I found these really nice butterfly sticker books. Oh, I think that looks good. It just kind of, yeah, so that's not bad. These butterfly stickers. And there was one in here, a couple in here where it was red that I thought might, see this one here is more pink, but there is red in there. And then there's this one here I think went with the tone. I did it hard with my thumb still out of commission. That one there starting to heal up. A crack there, but at nighttime it just seems to really hurt. I don't know why. My thumb though, I try to take the band-aid off after supper, but by bedtime it's throbbing again. But it's getting there. Alright, so then I'm thinking, put that, oh yeah, I like that butterfly there. And there's this little dragonfly. He's missing a bit of his wing though, so I could put him underneath there. Let's try him with some glue. See how well the glue tacks down. It might fall off. Put his little wing under there. Like so. Let's see what that happens. See what happens with that. Okay, so I think that's probably good unless we wanted to add another butterfly. Is there one that's kind of the same tone? That's too dark. That's too pink. That's too dark. Yeah, I don't think there's another butterfly. Now I have these stickers, but these are things that I was also hoarding. I've had these for quite a while, and they're red roses. And I could put something along there. But I don't think I will, because there comes a point where you just want to say, okay. And what about if I just put that one there? It's hard to tell. I've got one more little branch that's whole there, so I'm kind of thinking about putting it like so. It's hard to tell what it would look like on top of there. Get some of that rub on is there. Okay, well, I think that's probably good for today. I could keep adding, but if I get some of those rub-ons into the poppies, I don't really think that, I think it would clash. So I think that's great. So before we go, some of you had said you wanted to see what I got at the thrift store. And I got the most amazing find. Just want to get some of this out of the way for now. Let's see here. So the first two things aren't amazing. I found this book on bridge, and I thought it would be good to scan some of these just to use in my junk journals, because I think that's kind of interesting. So, and it's red and black, which I think it would be better if I scanned some of the pages and then printed them in black and white. So I'm going to maybe do something about that. I also, if you are watching my Anna Green Gables series, I found Anna Green Gables in French. So it looks like somebody was learning French because they've written a lot in here. There's certain pages that have a lot of writing, like there's some stuff there and tenses and stuff. So I thought that was cool. And for the Margarete Miller, it's always a text in a different language, or if I'm doing more of my Anne stuff, then I just thought that would be cool. I also found this vintage, maybe even antique, because I think the year is 1930. So this was printed in 1949, and it's the Complete Guide to Modern Knitting and Crochet. And I'm a crocheter and a knitter, so I just thought that I just love this. And again, I could scan some of it and, you know, use it in junk journals and stuff. So I thought that was cool. And then I found a series of these, and I've never seen them before, but I think they must have been like the precursor to the encyclopedia. Let me see if I can zoom out a bit. And these were the Book of Knowledge. And these were printed in 1931, or at least this volume was. And I've been reading through it, and I'm just really enjoying reading through. I know I'm a bit nerdy. I don't have a lot of time to do the reading, but I'll take it to work and glance through it on my breaks. But so I've got 4 volumes, and I was just putting them in my cart when a guy come around the corner, and he was like, "Oh," as if to say, "Oh, I miss those." And then he said, "What a great find." And I said, "Yeah, I know." So I got 4 of those, and they were $5.99, I think, or $3.99. But you buy 5 books and you get 1 free. So I actually got that book free. And then, but the piece de resistance was this. So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to show, like, get this on camera. But what it is, it's a wooden box, and it has a strap. And the little, where it attaches are like little hearts, which is just a little detail. So you put it over your shoulder, and then it has this little bar here. But then when you open it up, it has a place for you to clip things. It has a little elastic so you can put something there, as well as there, some pen holders, and then a place to store more, like your paper, I guess. So I'm thinking that this is a portable writing desk. But why do you think they have 2 clips close together? I'm not quite sure about that. Like, why not just one in the middle? Like, why 2? I guess maybe you could clip something off to the side and clip something down here. I'm not sure. But isn't this just the coolest little find that I can strap on over my shoulder and go off and sit in the park or something? And then this is your little desk so that your paper could sit on there. Now, there is a texture there, but you'd only need to have a piece of cardboard on top of that, and then that would be fine. Those clips are actually fastened in, so there's no place to, like, fasten your paper to the box. So it would be, but then a lot of times you're turning your paper, like if you're trying to draw a tree or something. So I just thought that was the neatest thing. So if you have any comments on this, I'd love to hear them. And then just before we go, I just want to show some happy mail that I received from Shay. So thank you, Shay. Shay lives in Illinois, and she lives in the village where my brother was born many moons ago. But so in my little happy mail, I got a cute little, sweet little card that I'll put in one of my future journals. And I'll soon be in the process of making a spring journal. I love these wax seals. They feel kind of rubbery, but they're really cool. And a nice little stamp set. So I love that. I'll use that. There's like a little hot air balloon. There's your frames, little typewriter, alarm clocks, little stopwatch. So some little butterflies. Oh, look, I could have used those on there today. Might go back to that. Some confetti, which are great for your shaker windows. Some foil transfer, which I'll use that. And then some washi. Of course, I am addicted to washi. So this one here, oh wow, look. I think this would really go with today's. It's red and blues, and this is exactly what this needed. Wow. Don't you just love when stuff like that happens? So I'm just going to get this down because I was thinking the bottom bit was a little bit too white. So this is exactly what that needed to set that off. And then I have a little piece left here. And I think I will just make use of that and just put a little bit at the top because it's a little birdie. So there's little birds, little flowers, little leaves. That's awesome. So there's the washi tape and then a lavender roll of boxes of lavender. I love that. And then we have some brads and a die cut. I'm thinking that looks to me like a fried egg. So, or it will be a flower with a circle in the middle. And then we got the napkins. So we got some great napkins here great for collage. Those are beautiful colors. Watercolor backgrounds. That's really nice. I love those. Those would be so great with my fall collaging. And I'm glad I've got, oh, and that one's sweet too. So I'm glad I got doubles. I love the sunflower. Love that. I love the Christmas trees. I do quite a bit of stuff at Christmas time. Oh, look at that. The birdies. Love that. And then some fall leaves. Again, I do, oh, and there's tissue paper. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's tissue paper too. Oh, I absolutely love that. And then we have our tulips for now, for spring. So I'll probably pull those out. I love this. I told you I'm going to be doing a Gothic junk journal. So that'll go right along with my Gothic theme. And then we have some navies with some lovely feathers. And then we have Hello Summer. So, wow, that was lovely, lovely package, Shay. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. It's so nice going to the mail and getting things that aren't bills. Okay, so that's it for today. I'm so glad that you have come along with me on this little collage extravaganza. I hope you did enjoy that. My thoughts and prayers are with you guys, and I just hope that you stay safe and well. And until next time, bye for now.